to believe that you are just a living, breathing being. Because sometimes awakenings are not very pleasant. Arjuna could not wake up to the realization that I'm like writing Mahabharata, I'm Veda Vyasa now, I'm a Brahmagyani. He could not wake up to that reality because that is not his reality, that is not his Svabhava. We can wake up to only our Svabhava. We cannot wake up to somebody else's Svabhava. Svabhava jena kaunteya nibaddha svena karmana kartum netsasi yanmohat karishya svavasopita. You are guided to your action by your Svabhava. Whatever you say you are not going to do, you are saying that narrative to yourself guided by delusion. You will do that because eventually you don't have the power. You don't have the strength to fight against your Svabhava. You can suspend for a little bit. You can halt that action for a moment. But if you let the true Svabhava, this is about allowing the best in you to come out, because nature has already programmed things. You are programming up on top of what nature has programmed, never even asking, mother, what is there in me for? What am I here for? So that Prakriti, I'm referring to Prakriti as the mother. That is also your Svabhava, your inner nature. What is at stake in your inner true nature? That is not constituted, that is not projected. To conclude, we can again go back to, you know what, I'm just blank, I'm just zero. I have no Svabhava. Or maybe we should say, there is always some Svabhava in every time every entity comes into being. And that coming into being itself determines that particular Svabhava. And it is in that Svabhava that we can never be misguided. That is the action. That is the goal of life. That is also liberation, actually. Liberation to me is not going to heaven. Liberation means what? Freedom. Freedom means what? We are not free, we are determined. You know, all our actions have been determined based on our body, tells us to do this and that, needs this and that, and our society wants this and that. But what if we could explore the deeper Svabhava within us? And in that, we would not need imposed life to continue. Our actions would be true actions and our own actions. And then the only problem is, these actions would not be ours to own, because there is no ego at that level. This is an action happening on its own. Just like I said, the sun does not say, I have to shine. The fire does not say, I have to burn. These are the actions of the spontaneity that is expressing herself. In the last word for the Svabhava, Bhartrihari uses an example of Mayura Anda Rasa Nyaya. It's a little long term. It's the maxim of the fluid, the yolk of the peacock egg. Make it simple. I don't know how many million arrays of color the feathers of peacock have. A lot. If you crack the egg open, look into it, all you see is just gray. You could see, you could be very wise and use microscope to try to see the colors. Okay, well, it is not visible, and say, okay, no, let me use electronic. No, nothing is going to happen. You are not going to see the color. That the Swabhava is already there in its latency, Shakti, in its latent form. Our diversities are also there. In that singular Brahman, like in that egg, Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre, we are already in that cosmic egg, full with our multiple colors. We had to be these many colors. When we recognize this diversity in that most beautiful way of understanding Swabhava, we can understand the deeper meaning of our life and what am I ought to do.